Hello everyone, this is Cliff. Welcome back to our Let's Play of Far Cry 4. Now when we last left off, we had liberated this outpost. Basically, I just want to show you real quick my skills, where I'm at. Been mostly focusing on the elephant for the health and health regen. I've also got this harvester which allows us to basically very easily craft health kits in the field. I've also got knife throw takedown, which is a good takedown if you want to do things silently. I've also got death from above because I'm going to eventually get all of these other ones. I do kind of like cover takedown. That is helpful in certain areas. So basically that's where we are skill wise. Crafting wise, as you can see, we've crafted a fair amount of items in this first area. Now one thing I will be doing in a later video is showing you a region where you can kill these clouded leopards fairly safe, and same thing for the tigers, and there's one more, I think bears are the other one that is kind of difficult. But there is an area that it makes it pretty easy to kind of get an infinite supply of bear pelts. So, what we're going to do right now is our Golden Path quest, which is right here in front of us. Now, this is one of many Golden Path choices, quests that result from choices. You'll have two quests. If you choose Amita, you will get one quest. Choosing Sabal will get you a slightly different quest, generally in the same area. Once you choose a quest, that particular person, Amita or Sabal, will actually become the leader of the Golden Path, and that usually affects not a whole lot until we get into the north. It just depends on, it just determines who you'll see in certain cutscenes and things of that nature. So, I'm going to grab these two loot items right here. And at this point, we can see a little cutscene, and then we'll get to choose.
No! You're a drunk!
I would not want to walk in there right now.
What are they arguing about?
Pagan soldiers are about to attack one of our camps. Amita thinks our priority should be the information the fighters have gathered. Sabal thinks saving our people is more important.
How long have they been at it?
Long enough. The argument never changes and their positions never move. Look, I don't want to bother you, but you're Ajay Gale, right? Thank you for helping us. Everyone here appreciates it.
I owe Golden Path for rescuing me, but honestly, I'm just here to scatter my mother's ashes.
Perhaps. But now you see what Pagan has done to this country. You are the son of Mohan Gale. Like it or not, your duties, Kirat. And your choices will carry weight. We need someone to break the stalemate between Amita and Sabal. Keep that in mind when you're in there.
This is about lives. We don't act, people will die.
This is about war. We need that intel.
We're talking about soldiers we can use. Remember what you said about DARPA?
And if I had a choice between Darpan and the intelligence, I choose the intel.
Okay, so we get the tutorial pop up about choosing different people. Now, of all the choose me quests, I thought this one was kind of the most non sequitur. And the reason I say that is simply this: if you're rescuing, you have to choose between intel or rescuing soldiers, but if the soldiers have the intel, wouldn't rescuing the soldiers by proxy save the intel. So I don't know. I'm thinking too much for a video game, but for this one I will choose Amita, because in theory the intel would be able to save more people than just a few soldiers.
Amita, I can get you that intel.
Okay. We've been hearing of a major attack for a while, and then Bunapur was hit, but it doesn't feel right. I think something big is coming, and the intel could confirm that. But we haven't heard from the camp since the attack, so watch yourself. Okay?
But basically, no matter which path you choose, and I think it's in the same place, it should be down here, yeah. No matter which path you choose, you're basically going to face hunter enemies. That's a new type of enemy. Sorry, that's a new type of enemy in this game. What I'm going to do is I'm going to board this whirly bird. So basically the hunters, if you were the type of person that played kind of Rambo style with a bow, and you were the type that played with a bow and arrow, they're very much that type of enemy. As you can see off to the left there, there's an outpost. We'll get to that in a separate video. Now, as you can see off to the right, you've got this mountain here that you can't actually climb. You can see up there are some of the grapple points. There are certain items up there. Feel free to explore at your leisure. Or if you don't want to, you can kind of take some of the mystery out of what items are up there if you purchase some of the maps that are available. So what we've got right here is we've got the hunter camp, and here you get the pop-up about hunters, and that's a very important point about them charming predatory animals out. So you want to be careful. You can't just release, say, tigers and things of that nature on them. And as you can see, there's a demon fish right there in the water that I am going to take advantage of, because frankly, waterways this small don't typically have enemies like this. Okay, so that minor bit of gathering aside, what you're going to see is basically this is the second half of Sabal's mission. If you were to choose Sabal's mission, you will find a smaller village out. I think it's these buildings right here that you can kind of barely see through the fog of war. You will find basically a small outpost there with a few soldiers, and you will have to actually attack. You will get attacked by hunters, so you'll have to fight them off there. And then you will actually come over here and get to take on the hunters kind of in their encampment. Let's see anything right now. Got that intel, and we'll collect this item. Okay, so you can see there's a wolf right here, and he's been charmed by a hunter, and that little crossed arrow symbol means that he's been charmed. So grab this. Now, the biggest problem that I can see with hunters is that unlike other enemies, as somebody's attacking me while I'm trying to explain this to you. Sorry. There we go. Unlike other enemies, usually if you put your cursor or iron sights over an enemy, you will mark them, or you can use the camera, of course. Ow, shit. That's what I get for trying to explain things without being in cover. First-rate asshole. Unlike other enemies that are marked, hunters, the mark on them will disappear, so you can't track them nearly as long as you can other enemies, which kind of sucks. Really, though, that only hurts you really during kind of outpost attacks, because typically you're able to mark people and then stay fairly safe. You're able to stay fairly safe while you go about killing everything. They also obviously hurt since they can charm animals. It hurts if you're the type of person that likes to, say, throw bait into an outpost and kind of watch the chaos unfold. Because they can actually charm the predators that would help you out normally. Alright, that's 2 out of 3. Really? There's another guy somewhere over here. Ah, 2 more guys, yay. Ah, that was my fault. Now again, bow and arrow is probably... Oh, I shorted that one. Ooh, that's not good. Bow and arrow is probably the most overpowered weapon early on in the game. You know, it makes a big difference to have to hit somebody one time pretty much anywhere. And it'll kill them. As opposed to gunning people down. And the bad part is they carry the very primitive bows, most of them. So, I usually kind of skip their weapons. Come on, search. Alright. So what we'll do is we'll run down here. Anything else? I kind of burned out that tent. I'm assuming this is our guy. Nope. No, this is our guy. Alright, so we hit our checkpoint.
Amita, I got the intel.
Okay, Ajay. Now go to the other camp and see what you can do.
So this one's basically the exact opposite. So so now we're gonna go to Bravo Camp, which is where we would have gone first. In Sabal's mission. Oh, these goddamn birds. I hate these birds. Search him. Oh, shit. Oh. Hate these birds. These birds are extremely aggravating. Well, that was a comedy of errors. Sorry about that. Okay. Now, where were we? Jesus. Okay, so we got Bravo Camp over here. Oh, and I got hit by a snake. That's just awesome. Fucking snake. Okay, so our compatriots are getting basically massacred here. Damn it.
I'm going to gut you. Time to bleed. I'm going to hurt. I have drawn my blade. Now I must draw your blood. My blade has a fatal kiss for you. I see you. I'm going to give a piece of you to each of my children. I failed you, my king.
Okay. Really need that run and reload at this point. I definitely don't need that. As you can see, firing lead at people is a lot slower than just shooting arrows at them.
Amita, everyone's dead here.
Damn. Those were good soldiers that died. Tell me they didn't die in vain. Tell me you found the intel.
It's a map of a temple or something.
Okay, Ajay. This could be important. I'll check it out. And thank you. Thank you for following my lead.
No, don't do that. Alright, so at this point, Amita will lead the Golden Path until the next branching storyline. But basically, you just do the reverse if you choose Sabal. You'll have, I think there's 3 or 4 of the Golden Path guys who are alive at this camp. You'll basically come in and be attacked by a few waves of hunter enemies. After that, you go back to that other camp and basically have to kill another 5 or 6 hunters. Not too bad. I think you can play the second half with the hunters a little more stealthily in Sabal's mission. That's a clouded leopard. I'll show you how to safely kill those in a video. Alright. So in this area you also have rhinos, which you have to be careful of should you accidentally kind of stumble upon one of them. That can happen. Here's another karma event. I will show you that real quick. Basically you'll have 1 or 2 guards, usually it's just one, who will be transporting a prisoner. There's the prisoner. Where's your guard? So basically, if he sees you, he will try to kill this guy, which is not cool.
I thought for sure I was finished. I am in your debt.
Yeah. Okay. But basically, you get karma points for that. Click this note. And again, if you want to read...
Entirely impractical, but considering my skin tone and the color of my hair, I look amazing.
Okay, but what was I going to say before I started listening to him? I'm sorry. Yeah, if you want to read any of those notes, just hit the pause button. So I've got enough arrows. I'm good to go now. I'm going to show you our map. Basically, almost everything is cleared out. I will show you this short little segment with Bhadra. Because there's really no mission attached to that. I'm gonna take it on my map. Down here. Hopefully I can find a glider. That would make things a lot easier. Okay, so what I will do, I'll just basically walk this way and tell you what I'm going to do in the next couple of videos. Slide down here. Basically where we're at is this. We've basically done just about everything we can in this initial area. What we've got to do is start to unlock these bell towers, which will of course clean out this kind of fog of war that's over this area. Now there's several missions that I won't be able to do. If you see this point right here, this is the bridge that separates the North and South Kirat. So what you've got is Yuma's Fortress and Pagan Men's Fortress in North. You've got Noor's Fortress and oh god, the guy from the beginning, Deplure, in the South. Basically taking the fortresses, each bad guy controls a certain amount of outposts. So basically the South is split into, let's say, this area, which is Deplure's, and this other area, which is Noor's. If you take the fortress, it cancels out any of the pushback missions that sometimes happen if you take over an outpost. So you won't get any pushback missions after clearing out the fortresses, which is awesome because I kind of hate the pushback missions. They're kind of just, to me, they seem more like time fillers than anything else. So what I will be doing in the next couple of videos is I will probably take these 4 towers and make a video on climbing them. And then there's 5 towers in the kind of north portion of South Kirat. So what I'm going to do is do these 4 towers, and then I'll do the outposts surrounding them as a separate video and show you how to do that. And what I may end up doing, depending on time, is I may hit this bell tower here, so that would be 5, and then do kind of cut this map in half and do these outposts right here as a separate video. Again, basically trying to go in and do them undetected. I've got most of the tools I need right now. I've got my bow, which is the most important thing, and I've got a few weapons in case I screw up, basically. So what you're gonna do is see a little cutscene.
All the ash is turning the lake water to acid.
Paying respect to the families.
I have never seen anything like this.
Oh, I've never seen anyone carry around their mother's ashes.
Yeah. You think my father's funeral was like this?
I was too young. But I know his death broke the golden path. Things would be different now if he died fighting. But he didn't. He was murdered.
Murdered? Whoa, wait, what happened?
All I know is that he was killed in his house east of Banapur. It's still there. Maybe you could go there and find out more about him. Just be careful. That area belongs to Noor now. I have to go.
Okay, and while we're here, I saw this in the cutscene. This is another journal right here. Alright, so that little scene is actually one of the campaign missions. Again, the campaign, if you just burn through it, is kind of short. But that's kind of how it was in the last game. The meat of it is actually trying to do the outposts and getting your karma level up and collecting all the weapons and all that fun stuff. So I think this is pretty good right now. We've done our first real Golden Path mission, and basically we've got one mission for Sabal right here. We've got a Yogi and Reggie mission. Those are hilarious, frankly. And I will be doing those. Those are actually near, that's actually where the house is that Bhadra was talking about. So, next time we're going to climb some bell towers. And in the video after that, we're going to clear out some outposts. So, that's the next 2 videos. This has been Cliff. Until I see you again, I hope everybody takes care. I will see you later. Bye-bye.